Hello everybody, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making our GNOME shell look like this, including the icons, the cursor, this hot corner over here, and more than that also, like for example the shell theme, applications theme, icons, and all of that stuff. If you like this look, please like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get right into it. So this is the default GNOME look, I guess, and here we have GNOME Tweaks, and if you don't have GNOME Tweaks, I have a whole video on how to install GNOME Extensions and GNOME Themes. Go to the GNOME Themes video, and it'll show you how to install GNOME Tweaks, but if you just want to install it right now, just do sudo apt install GNOME Tweaks, and already have it, and then make sure you do sudo apt install GNOME shell extensions. Make sure you have that installed, and then also make sure that once you install this that you enable the user themes GNOME extension. So after that we will go to our appearance tab and we will change our themes. So as you can see, I already changed my cursor, so all of these themes are in the description. So the cursor is Future Cyan Cursor, so make sure you download that, extract the file, and then put it in your .icons folder. If you're still having trouble with that, just go to my themes video. And for the applications and shell themes, extract it to .themes, and the .icons and .themes are in your home directory. For applications theme, we are going to do Mojave Dark. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but yes, Mojave Dark. Now we've got this cool look, and it looks kind of like Mac, but our goal isn't to exactly make it look like Mac, it's just to make it look dark with that specific cool look, and this happens to be a really good theme for that. So now we're going to go to our icons theme, and we're just going to change it to Breeze, which is just a default for Ubuntu. So Breeze right here, and I actually like Breeze Dark a little bit better, and if we don't have Breeze Dark or Breeze installed, just go to sudo apt install Breeze icon theme. So for our shell theme, we're going to use White Sur Dark. Again, it is a Mac theme, but that's not our goal here. It's just to make it look cool. White Sur Dark. So now that we're done with our theming, we're going to change our wallpaper. I have the link to this wallpaper in the description if you want it. Now, go to our web browser, and we are going to go to extensions.gnome.org. If you ever have trouble with GNOME extensions, see my video on GNOME extensions. Make sure you have the browser integration installed. There should be a purple notice up here if you do not have it. Just click the link and install it there. We will search for Unite. It's already down here, so enable this one, and this will squash all of these over here. So now we have this cool looking shell, and it also gets rid of that Apple logo because we're not trying to make this look like Mac. So now we're going to search for -to panel. So we're going to click on this one and install this. This will by default remove the dock over here, but if it doesn't, go to your GNOME Tweaks, go to Extensions, and search for your dock. I usually have -to dock enabled or Ubuntu dock, but for some reason if yours don't disable, then just disable them from here. So now we have our dock over here, and if yours doesn't look like this yet, follow what I do. So we're going to go to -to panel settings and copy my settings. So first of all, we're going to get rid of the activities button because I don't need an activities button. There's already too many ways to get to the activities overview, for example by clicking the super key. So now show applications button is this, which shows your applications. Left box will contain our ArcMenu. So our taskbar, of course, is our applications. Our center box we don't need, so these boxes are just for different elements that you may have. And your date menu is this. If you don't like this, you can just get rid of it. System menu, this you can just get rid of if you don't want. And desktop button, lastly, is this little sliver right here that minimizes all windows. So now we're going to head over to style and make sure that your settings copy mine for the icon margin and padding. Of course, you don't have to have the exact same settings. So make sure you have your dock on the bottom. Now change these two to dots, and we should be good to go. Now go to GNOME Tweaks. We're going to search for Hot Corner, and go to top bar, Activities Overview Hot Corner, make sure that is on. Go to your extensions.gnome.org and search for ArcMenu. So search for Arc. Do not click the unmaintained version of ArcMenu, click the newer and updated one. So now we're going to enable this. Yours doesn't look like mine for a reason, and that's because you didn't change your settings, right? So we're going to change these to mine. So make sure that you display the ArcMenu on your -to panel. Make sure it's left. Now make sure you have modify activities hot corner, because then you won't be able to do this, which is a pretty nice feature that you can look for all your apps in this nice sidebar and then just get out of this. So now menu layout, to get your nice layout here, you're going to choose Raven. To get to this, go to alternate layouts and then just click on Raven. So our menu theme will not override the system theme, so make sure that's off. So lastly, if you want this cool icon for your ArcMenu, then you can go to your button appearance, click icon, and then choose browse icon. Make sure to go to ArcMenu icons and choose this one right here. You can also choose your distro icon. The last thing we're going to enable is transparent window moving, which makes your window transparent as you are moving it. So turn this on and go to the settings, and I like to change my animation time to 0.8 because it allows nice fading. And that sums up our tutorial. Thank you for watching. Share this with someone who you think would like this theme. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.